What's up, Taiwan? I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Nvidia, one of the world's top designers of computer graphics chips, will build a logistics center in Taiwan. That's according to Economy Minister Wang Meihua. Wang says that Nvidia has agreed to relocate its Hong Kong hub in exchange for tax breaks, but she did not say when the move will happen or how big the tax breaks are. Nvidia is a leading designer of graphics processing units, and one of its biggest suppliers is Taiwanese chip giant TSMC. Wang says Nvidia's new logistics center is a sign that the threat of an attack by China has not stopped global tech companies from investing in Taiwan. The price of housing in Taiwan's major cities has risen sharply since last year. Even the sales have dropped off. The average price of pre-sale residential units was up by a whole 20% year-on-year in the third quarter, according to official figures. Actual sales of these properties, however, have gone down by an even bigger percentage. In the capital Taipei in the north, Taichung in central Taiwan, and the southern port city of Kaohsiung, transactions have fallen by more than half compared to last year. Real estate companies believe the drop may be because of rising interest rates in the U.S. and the ongoing war in Ukraine. Taiwan's government has also tried to discourage the practice of house flipping with stricter tax rules. One expert with CBRE, a leading real estate services company, says the lower sales volume could curb price increases, at least in the short term.
We think that the overall housing prices may stay flat in the next few quarters. Yeah, but I think there is still a possibility that in some areas, for example, in major cities in Taiwan, and for some specific projects, there might be a record-breaking prices.
The southern city of Tainan is working to reverse years of erosion along its coastline. As John Van Trieste reports, a series of embankments and projects aimed at reclaiming land from the sea is beginning to make an impact.
It's a battle for Taiwan's coast. Wind and waves have long eaten away at this stretch of shore along Taiwan's southwest edge. Before 2009, they were swallowing up 50 square meters of the area's marshy land each year. But officials here in Tainan haven't surrendered. For years, teams of workers like these have been setting up barriers to the sea and creating new land with sand.
那打设竹桩呢，主要是为了让我们外海的波浪，它去碰到这些竹桩的时候，可以有一个碎坡的效果，让它的能量整个降低。那做这个沙场带的部分也是一样，也是有一个挡浪的效果。
Their efforts have paid off. Erosion began slowing in 2012 and has been staved off since 2016. The goal now is to hold these gains and even reclaim some land back from the sea.
针对沙洲及系湖的一个保育呢，我们会与台江国家公园管理处还有民间团体一起来合作，由政府单位来设置海岸防护林的一个相关设施及养滩，加上民间的一个种植造林，那共同改善海岸线退缩的一个问题。
The city aims to reclaim 150,000 square meters of shoreline. Some local environmentalists say that so far officials have been lucky. Taiwan has had no serious typhoons in several years. This has led to fears that future storms could undo the reclamation work.
还是前提是我们没有台风啊，你还没有经过风暴潮的体验啊，在近海地区或者淹水地区都不宜再有什么开发，尤其是跟人民的住宅生活有关的开发。
But the city government is confident that with help from the Economy Ministry and Forestry Bureau, it will win in its fight to keep the sea at bay. Alex Chen and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan's first domestically made weather satellite named Triton is expected to go into space in March next year. That's according to the National Space Organization. The satellite completed a full test of its functions last week. Triton will have technology developed by Taiwan to look at ocean wind patterns and make weather forecasts more accurate. The head of Taiwan Space Agency says the satellite program will help build up the country's aerospace industry. A village in central Taiwan's Yunlin County is using AR to breathe new life into an old factory site. Jeremy Olivier has more.
Eye-catching decorations, just one part of a project by the Yunlin County government to boost local tourism. This nature park is built on the site of an old paper mill. visitors to the ruins can now experience the local ecology with the help of augmented reality. All they need is a smartphone.
我们是透过 AR 扩增虚拟的方式，用手机去扫描，就可以看到我们蝴蝶在纸浆巢外面，还有里面翩翩飞舞的样子。
Even though the insects are not real, that hasn't dimmed visitors' excitement.
感觉很神奇呀，就好像真的有蝴蝶在那边飞舞。
This mill was once a major paper producer in Taiwan, but after closing over 20 years ago, it became increasingly run down. The local government decided it was time for a change. It pulled together nearly $260,000 in public funds to transform the site into a unique recreational space.
只有一个林内驿站，只有一个大棚架，只有几个纸浆巢，它缺乏观光的亮点。所以希望呢，透过县府的一些资源，把这边再造这边的一个观光亮点出来。
The local officials didn't do it on their own. They were joined by 5 artists who took up residence at the old mill to assist with the park's creation.
以在地的生态为元素来这种的创作。那后续我们也包含我们的导览解说的设置，跟我们的网站建构、AR 的建构，跟我们的地景艺术的照明设置，也都会一并的完成。
Yunlin County has plans for a second and third phase of the project. Officials say they hope the park will help visitors gain a deeper understanding of the area's diverse wildlife and natural scenery. Howard Zhang and Jeremy Olivier for TaiwanPlus.
A team of scientists in Tanzania are using giant rats with tiny backpacks to practice saving people in the event of an emergency. The project is almost 2 years in the making and aims to show the world that rescue workers can indeed come in all shapes and sizes. Jaime Okan reports.
At first glance, this might seem like an ordinary, very big rat, but actually, it's a candidate for the next generation of first responders. This is one of a collection of rats which are being trained to carry tiny backpacks into disaster zones. The rodents are part of a project called Rescue Rats, started by a Belgian nonprofit, and the program has been operating in Tanzania since 2021. Their aim is to train rats to quickly navigate through disaster-hit areas, such as an earthquake and in debris, to find survivors.
And because the rats are just as trainable as dogs, they've got a great sense of smell, and their small size and natural agility should hopefully make them really good in this scenario where they could squeeze in small spaces and get closer to any victims.
Scientists have been training the rats to follow a unique procedure for responding to emergencies. Every rat wears a small backpack. These carry technology that enables the rat to communicate with whomever is overseeing the potential rescue mission.
So for now, the backpack only contains technology that helps us to work with the rat to find the people. So the technology it will include is a video camera, two-way audio, so that we can actually talk to people through the rat. You might have seen in some of the videos that the rat pulls a handle that's hanging around at its neck. So that will be integrated into the backpack and can remotely let us know when they've found a potential victim.
Scientists say that the type of rat used in the program is key. They use the African giant pouch rat, which are native to Tanzania. These rats have a stronger physique and longer lifespan than most other species of rodents.
So your average rat that you might see in the UK or something like that typically lives about 2 to 3 years, whereas our rats can live up to 8 to 10 years in captivity, which means that even after the training, which can take 9 months to a year, they still have quite a long working career ahead of them.
There are now plans to expand the program to other countries. If the project is successful, then these rats could go on to save lives. Damon Lin and Jaime Okan for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with images of thousands of pelicans in Israel enjoying a meal of fish deemed not fit for sale. I'm Ethan. Take care and see you next time.